Hey everyone, welcome to today's AMA. I'm Dave Stiles, the CEO here at VOYR. Want to give everybody a warm welcome for those tuning in and those that are catching us on the live stream. Thanks for tuning in live. If you're catching this on the replay, obviously thank you for watching the content. I usually have a warm welcome from my colleagues with me. Unfortunately, most people know that a couple of our colleagues are sick today, so I'm going to hold on the fort by myself. But that said, if you have questions and you're watching, you can ask questions on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, you can ask them there. If you're on Discord, you can ask them in the AMA channel. They'll filter in. I'll be able to grab those questions, and I will be able to answer those for you. If you have questions that you don't want to ask live, feel free to hit us up on social media or ask me on VOYR. I'm at VOYR CEO, or you can go ahead and send us an email, social@voyr.me. Obviously, because we're going to talk about the platform, the futures, and things like that, I got to make out the disclaimer that this is not financial advice. Honestly, anything we talk about, do your own research. Obviously, it's for entertainment purposes only in terms of just content. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that people understand that any statements we make are not forward-looking and they're not financial advice. All right. That said, again, if you want to email us at social@voyr.me. That'll hit me, my entire team. We'll be able to get back to you in short order. Now, it's been a few weeks since we were able to do the last AMA, and I want to give everybody a kind of a platform update, and then I want to walk you through some of the future stuff that we're working on that will be coming to everybody kind of in very near time, very soon. First off, we're excited to announce that we have not only one, but 3 new launches coming this month. And by the month, I'm talking about February, even though it's January 30th. I'm talking about February now. The first launch is going to be Memories 2.0, right? So Memories, as many people know, is our NFT marketplace. It's been our marketplace since we launched it earlier this year. It's been a great platform for us. A lot of people have minted different things, and there's been a lot of transactions on it. But one of the things we really wanted to do is we want to evolve into our full vision of disrupting the broker economy. And the best way to do that is to give not only an NFT marketplace, but also give a commerce marketplace. And so as part of our redesign, we went and built from the ground up a brand new NFT marketplace. Now, the NFT marketplace that we were launching is not only an NFT marketplace, it's also an NFT marketplace with a store engine behind it. So if you think about it, if you want to put content up and it's going to be an NFT, great. Just continue to do that, mint that, post it. If you want to sell maybe merch, or you want to have a content piece that you don't want to necessarily mint as an NFT, but you want to be able to sell and still realize 100% of your profits, you'll be able to do that. Now, we are moving the domain name for Memories from memories.voyr.me to a new property that will be at voyrmemories.com. I'm going to give you a quick shot of that here, and if you stand by with me while I switch screens, you'll see that the new marketplace engine that we have is multi-commerce driven, right? And the beautiful thing about it is that it is multi-currency enabled as well, right? So not only can you come in and explore and buy your favorite NFTs, you can come in and buy, again, anything that's you want to merch on the platform. Now, I only have one item listed here because this is obviously a quick demo for you. But when you come to VOYR Memories, you'll be able to come in and log in and register if you just want to purchase. But if you want to purchase and also become a vendor yourself, simply log in, register, and say, I want to become a vendor. Answer the simple 10 questions that will come up behind that, and you will have your own store on Memories as well. Now, the beautiful thing about our store system is if you have your own private store, you can give your own URL. People can hit your own URL, and they'll be able to go into your store directly. Anything you put in your store, though, will aggregate to the global marketplace and will be available for surfacing and search and purchase across the global Memories platform. And so if I want to come in and purchase an item that I've already bought this morning, I probably should have increased the quantity of the stock I carry again. You'll be able to see it's being sold by Slinging Styles, my store. If I go to my storefront, you see all the stuff about my store and all the stuff I have for sale. But if I wanted to see it and purchase it from here, I could. If I want to do it from the global storefront, I can as well. But again, I can purchase that item, and when I add that item to my cart, it is be available to me to check out then. And we are obviously not only accepting VOYR, which is obviously the native token on our platform, we are also going to accept all the cryptocurrencies that are available on the Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, and including Bitcoin and Ethereum, Litecoin, Doge, all that will be accepted. You also will be able to take and process credit card transactions. The difference with credit card transactions, obviously, is transactional fee. So the price will be uplifted to cover that transaction cost. Still passing 100% of the creative profits through to the creator, and you have the ability to self-service this. So once you've registered as a vendor, you can log in to your store. You log into your store, you'll have the ability then to come in and get your dashboard. Go to your vendor dashboard, you'll be able to see all the products that you have. I'm logged in as an admin. I can't be a vendor and an admin at the same time. That's my fault. But you'll be able to do your own administration, you'll be able to do your own selling and self-servicing. So the beautiful thing about it is it's all 100% driven from that perspective of your account. And then, of course, if you're just coming in as a consumer, you'll be able to get your own dashboard and be able to see all the things that you purchased, manage anything that's in your catalog, be able to download those content pieces. And if you're doing any kind of bidding on auctions, you'll be able to manage that out live as well. And auctions are available on the system, both traditional English auctions, Dutch auctions, reverse auctions. And so that's all built into the platform. Now, where our goal is to make Memories go live on the February 14th, so the day after the Super Bowl, which is also Valentine's Day. So we're looking to make that live on February 14th. We're going to soft launch this starting this week so that people can start coming in, registering. We do already have a few users that are in our Remaker program that have registered and are being proved to be vendors. And so the beautiful thing there is that, you can get ready to go, and obviously anything you do mint will be available for purchase even during that soft launch, right? So, we're excited about that. It's one of the first things we wanted to share. And it's an exciting update, something the team's been working on for a while. Again, our plan has been for long-term to open currency and enable the platform to be available for the entire ecosystem, whether you're on VOYR or not, you'll be able to come here and shop. All right, so second update for the team. We've launched a new platform. It's in alpha right now, but it'll be going into beta here very soon, called VOYR Red. Right, VOYR Red is an adult 100% focused partnership with our adult content creator partners. And VOYR Red, while we'll have the same content filtering in behind the not safe for work filter on VOYR, if you come to VOYR Red, it's 100% adults. Right? Now, this platform has been built from the ground up again. It's on a new framework. The nice thing about the new framework is it's 100% native code that we can self-control and maintain. It's also very friendly native to mobile experience. So we can wrap it with Flutter and build native apps and do that faster than we've been able to do on the previous platform. Has live streaming already enabled, both premium live streaming and paid live streaming. All the other paywall functionality is here. I'm obviously not going to go through this site in detail here on this AMA because it is adult related content already, and I don't want to expose adult content on a platform without verifying who's watching. So I'm going to stop there from that part of the demo there, but we will get that launched. Our goal again for launching VOYR Red is the February 14th date. All right. Third thing, we've been building in the background a credit card functional hardware wallet to get people to accelerate their journey onto VOYR. So I will be putting this out on the Discord channels later today, but we are launching VOYR Card. And VOYR Card was built in combination with Tangem, the leaders in hardware-based form factor hardware wallets. This is a hardware wallet that I'm holding in my hand. It does come pre-configured to automatically accelerate the logon and holding of cryptocurrency in terms of VOYR AMA. but it will hold any other cryptocurrency as well. And that includes anything on the EVM chain, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and of course, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Doge, that kind of stuff. Now, the card obviously is a physical card, and we are providing those to people to get on our platform. Now, it is $25 to purchase a card. We'll be launching this site later today, and you'll be able to come in. If you want to have a VOYR card, we will be able to get that out to you this week. Now, the beautiful thing about the VOYR card is it is a hardware wallet, so you do get offline storage of your cryptocurrencies. If you'd like to have a backup of your hardware wallet, you just have to buy 2 cards, and there is a built-in system in our companion app to make it enabled so that you can have the full seamless experience of a crypto wallet with a backup. Now, the benefit thing about this is you don't have to worry about managing private keys or losing private keys. If you think about your credit card form factor, don't lose your credit card, then you won't lose your wallet, right? We did this for a couple reasons. One, we know the barrier to entry for a lot of people getting on the social media that's powered by crypto is getting understanding in the use of crypto. So giving them an analog that's already familiar to them in terms of credit card and giving them the ability to accelerate that journey on was the reason why we did this. Second reason we're doing it is we have a partnership, again, with some of the largest adult creative markets in the world. And we wanted to bring that talent onto VOYR as easily and as simple as possible. So as part of our new ambassador program, we are using this to help accelerate their onboarding into VOYR. Again, these will be available later today. If you want to come here and purchase it, you can literally come to the VOYR Card website. You'll be able to buy, and it will take you through the transactional engine. Of course, you can purchase these cards in cash. You can purchase them in crypto as well. I will tell you that anybody who buys it this week, you're going to get $25 worth of VOYR loaded back on your card. So essentially, you're getting it net free, but you can pay with BNB, you can pay with PayPal, you can pay with your credit card. And we will be shipping starting this week. So if you want to get a VOYR card and your secure NFC digital wallet, we'll get the websites out, but it's going to be voyrcard.com. Right now, we have it on a staging site at OnRamp, but that will be available. And again, it's for anything, whether you want to use it for VOYR currency only or other cryptocurrencies. All right. I see some questions that have come in, and I appreciate that. Andre, thanks for asking questions. There's questions about the staking. I'm going to get to that next here, but staking pools are coming online. We are looking at making those go live before the end of the month because we want to cover the transition from what we're doing today with Blastoff, who's been a great partner with us in staging, providing staking farms for us and moving it into the VOYR side. Finalized APY. The APY for VOYR to VOYR staking will be the highest. We're at about 128% on that right now. Staking for the pair of VOYR Me BNB is substantially less. It's right around 28% APY. And of course, it does come down to how many people will come in and participate in the pool from that perspective. But there are some minimal guarantees that we'll be able to give and extend. We are not going to spin up the last pool that we have matched on Blastoff, which is VOYR Me BNB LP cake pairs. Really, no one has ever taken advantage of that on Blastoff, and it doesn't make sense to do it on our side as well. So we'll have the 2 major staking pools, VOYR Me, and VOYR Me BNB. All right, so one of the big updates that we've been talking about that is coming in this month is the fact that VOYR and obviously VOYR Memories, as we just talked about, are going to go open currency. And what I mean by that is open currency, we're going to accept any token that's on the EVM chain, and we will do that through the opening of crypto wallet support, right? Now, there obviously has been questions that have been brought up in Discord. There's questions that I've received via direct messages and email. I want to be very clear. VOYR Me is not going away. We're not turning off VOYR Me. We're not throwing it away. VOYR Me is still the preferred coin and still the native coin of both platforms. If you're doing a transaction on the platform in VOYR Me, you're going to pay the least amount of transactional tax, right? It's already built into the tokenomics. It's 6%, and it'll be 6%. If you're paying in any other token or take advantage of any open currency that we have on the platforms, there's a 10% transactional tax. 10% Obviously, it has to be there for two reasons. One, we have to do the taxation outside of the tokenomics of the coin because we don't control those other tokens. And secondly, we want to reward people who are using our VOYR AMA token or holding VOYR AMA token to be returned an incentive for any transaction that still happens on the platform. Because tokenomics aren't taking place, we're taking the additional 4% above the 6% operational costs that are already built into the transaction side of it. And that additional 4% is a returned reward back to our holders. Current plan is to return that back in via LP purchases. We are having conversations with the community and internally about, do we reflect that back in a different way? Do we reflect that into a staking pool? Do we reflect that back as BNB versus VOYR AMA? And that's all being kind of finalized. We are very 100% sure that we are going to take that additional 4%, reflect it back to the holders who hold VOYR AMA, and so that they will not have any disadvantage or loss of reflections from the fact that it may be done in a transaction that's other than VOYR AMA. Our whole goal in life is to make sustainable, long-lasting, turnable products that people will love and want to use, right? I always get the question about the focusing on the token, and I get the fact that people want to ask questions about that. I want to be very clear, and I brought this up front, you got to do your own research, not financial advice, but I cannot legally comment on a future state of where a currency may be, right? Especially since we created it. I can't turn it into a security, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing, the fact that we are not going to stay 100% VOYR AMA does not diminish the fact that VOYR AMA is our native token. You know, it obviously is there for a reason, and we are going to continue to invest in returning not only profits, but also stabilizing the economics of the token. How we're going to do that, I can't make a comment on because that's a forward-looking statement, right? That said, we are not abandoning it. It is not being displaced. There is some conversation about, do we spin a secondary token over that and build a governance token architecture that where if you hold VOYR AMA, have the ability to get into that secondary token, but that's all being looked at. If we have more finalized results around that, we will obviously share that. The one thing I can tell you I'm excited about is the fact that as we've gone through this process and made decisions, some of them hard decisions, but decisions we had to make for the platform, as we've looked at it and talk with people and look at the market in a whole, by doing this transition to open token, we are opening ourselves to the largest possible user population. It's also removing a lot of the friction. And again, with VOYR Card coming, the ability to have VOYR Card as a fast path for people who aren't used to crypto, getting into crypto is a game changer for us. And our whole goal in life is user activity, user transactions on the platform, and then obviously NFT transactions and commerce on the Memories platform. That said, you know, we are looking at, you know, how do we continue to expand, right? And as one of the things that we had to make a decision on is that we had to make some technology shifts and technology changes, and we've also done some staffing changes. You know, we are in a transitional phase here at Voyager, our parent company, in terms of where we're at as a company and where we're going forward. I've always committed to everybody that VOYR is our flagship product, our flagship company, and that it gets, you know, our energy and time first, and that hasn't changed. If anything, we've doubled down on it, right? We are kicking off a series of marketing, and that marketing is going to go in full force as part of the launches of VOYR Memories 2.0 and VOYR Red. It's 100% focused into the adult creative market space. That's where we're spending the most dollars. That's where we're attracting the most users. We also have some dedicated new content coming on the platform that will be exclusive to us, coming from that space. But again, we still welcome all vendors, and we still welcome all creators. It's just the fact that we want to bring to the table opportunity to drive the most revenue with the most dedicated focus. So we're doing this, we're kicking that off. We've already started the marketing efforts around this. Someone just asked the question, when will the marketing start? It already has started. We've actually been doing recruitment and targeted marketing in this space, leveraging, you know, avenues that are going right at that industry space. We also, you know, as a company, parent company, Voyager Media Group owns one of the largest OnlyFans model management agencies in the world with 1 million girls. We also have our own published magazine in with VOYR Zine now. And we did put VOYR into the name, even though it used to be called Zine. We've changed the name to include VOYR for branding, but it also goes out and is being advertised and is driving eyeballs back into VOYR. Well over 13,000 people there get to view that subscription. In terms of banner ads and things along that lines, there is some banner ad purchases that are going out and going to be spent. It is very strategic though, because not the common ad networks don't allow you to do advertising in an adult content nature. So we are taking advantage of some of the premium ad networks. Some of those are through our partners. Some of those are through open purchases in the ads network, and those content banner ads are starting on Monday. Flip side of that is we are going to do an incentive ambassador program recruitment as well, where we're bringing on some top name people that have industry recognition, have industry following. Some of them also have very large Instagram followers. And we're using the influencer model to drive traffic in, where those ambassadors will get a incentive for driving people to our platform, and people who register on the platform through them, will help them with those rewards down the line. So, lastly, we are engaging an outside marketing firm. They will most likely be joining us in a future AMA here in a week or two. But we're bringing them on for the social amplification through the rest of the social funnel. They are a market leading firm that do high content, challenger based marketing using social funnel, social listening, and social tactics to drive traffic and drive virality. So we've contracted with them. They will be coming on board, and we're working with them closely on that messaging and that launch capability. And as we kick off those programs, we will obviously share those. But there is a substantial amount of directed focus. And I've always said that we were going to turn up the marketing funnel and turn up the marketing engine when the platform is ready. The platform is now ready with live, not safe for work, and our dedicated red focus. We have the right pieces of the pie to be able to start turning that funnel on. All right. All right, so I'm gonna look and see if there's any questions that have come in here that I haven't addressed. Yeah, so the question is, what will the difference between VOYR and VOYR Red be? Yeah, so the difference between VOYR and VOYR Red is going to be threefold. The first is VOYR is obviously open platform. It's going to have not safe for work and safe for work content. It's going to have any kind of creator that wants to be on the platform. VOYR Red, 100% adult focused. It is strategically aligned with our content studio partners, so that we will have a dedicated focus and a dedicated marketing message that if you want to find, today's greatest adult creators from the adult entertainment space, you will find them on VOYR Red, right? And then for VOYR Red, there are a couple of branded microsites that are coming as well, thematic-based sites. And as we make those announcements and we launch those will be targeted. We are partnering with the adult creator industry. One of the first things that we're kicking off is a nonprofit fundraiser. So we have all the top actors and actresses that are giving us content that we're going to monetize and help them raise money for their independent testing lab. And that's part of the PASS organization, and we're excited to partner with them. One of the last questions, it looks like it just came in. Have you thought about relaunching the token? I think when platforms are in place, it'll have a lot of utility. It's the best time. Again, everything is on the table, and I appreciate the question, Andre. We are looking at a governance token possibility. Respawning or relaunching the VOYR AMA token right now is something that, while we have thought about, we're not committed to, we're not doing. We are going to look and see how our transactions go and grow with open token, and how much return of LP we can put back into the existing token. If there's a line in the sand and a time where it makes sense to look at that deeper, where we may spin a new token and then retire the existing token and then do some kind of uplift or airdrop into a new token for the community, then we'll make that decision. We'll have that conversation. But again, I can't commit to that. I'm not saying we're going to do that. That'd be a forward-looking statement again. And so at the current time, what I've shared with you is our current best plans. But everything we look at is obviously with the long-term vision. I want people to really understand that I know that people want short-term gains and short-term results. That's not how we can operate a business. When we build a business for be a long-term sustainable operation, I get incentivized through my board and our external investors for providing long-term stability and long-term growth. So to do something in the short focus for the long term, being spited, it's counterproductive to that. We've always been upfront here at VOYR. We're very transparent. We always committed that this would be a long-term play, a long-term platform, not a flash in the pan. We've obviously spent millions of dollars building out what we have. We're going to continue to spend probably another $1 million this year on infrastructure expansion, marketing, and support. But our goal at the end of this year is to exit into a profitable phase for VOYR, right? VOYR has obviously always been in burn rate mode. We're coming to the concurrency of the finishing of the build, and now we're going into operational and day two kind of forward-looking view, while we're also looking at how do we expand the platform? What other functionalities can we add? So, someone's asking a question about the governance token. So the governance token, our plan there is we obviously want VOYR eventually to be owned and controlled and run by the community. Right. My goal for VOYR has always been to incubate it, be its foster parent, and then give it, its legs and life, and then give it the ability to be self-governed by the community. Really want to do that for 3 reasons. One, first, we committed to the community that this would be a community platform that's run by the community and for the community. 2, the external pressures around social media today are continuously getting regulated. By decentralizing the organization that controls VOYR, we take it away from being owned by a corporation to being one that is controlled by really no one corporate entity. And that's the best way to give autonomy to a platform that's meant to be kind of open for everybody. And third, by putting a governance token in place, it does give people who want to have a vested interest and more control over the platform and help guide the future of it, the ability to own entitlement of insurance and access to that level, and then being able to become part of that controlling entity. Voyager, our parent company, while we're for-profit, a corporation, we obviously will have some stake in that DAO token, but we won't have the controlling interest in it. So hopefully that answers your question there. I'm looking to see there's a couple questions that have come in on a different channel. So let me pull those up here and I will answer those. But great questions. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Yes. And then, Mara's on vacation, but she's still tuning in saying super excited about this next chapter. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mara. Yes. Okay, so last question was, what about charity and what we were doing with charity if we change the token? As part of our structure today, we reflect 1% of all transactions into the charity wallet. If someone spends in the open currency platform, part of our 6% that comes in, we are still allocating the breakouts for the charity wallet. So the charity wallet does not take a beating for it. We have not done a charitable organization donation in the past quarter. Obviously, part of it being we want to make sure the economics are right to be able to do that. And 2, we want to be able to make sure the platform is first being cared for and sustained for before we take funds and spend it on our charitable giving. Although the charitable wallet is still there, it's still collecting the funds, and those aren't going away, and those will still be directed and shared out at community direction to a nonprofit 503c compliant organization. All right, someone asked a question about how do I get the VOYR card if I live outside the United States? Good question. So we are going to ship these worldwide. We have flat rate shipping. We already know how much it's going to cost us to get it to pretty much anywhere in the world. It's built into the shipping engine. So if you purchase your card, it will charge you a small shipping fee, but that shipping fee will cover whether you're in the States or around the world for a priority mail flat rate envelope to get it to you. And we will ship those again starting this week. We already have about 50 of these cards spoken for, but we have 1,000 of them in our inventory. We reserved 500 for public sale to start, and if we run out of those, we'll purchase more. They're not the cheapest things in the world to make, but they are good. They do work seamlessly as long as you have an NFC enabled phone. You'll be able to leverage the card. All right. Looking to see if there's any other questions. Let's see. Check one more. Check this one. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Obviously, if you have questions, I'm going to leave the chat open here for a few more minutes. We'll see if they come in while I'm wrapping up here. I'll answer them. But if you have questions, feel free to, again, you can hit me up out of band, social at voyr.me, Dave at voyr.me. Or if you want to ask us on Discord, please join the Discord group and ask the questions there. Our go live, again, we're going to go live with a soft launch of VOYR Memories on Monday. You can start registering as a vendor. You can also start loading content and testing it there. Official launch is going to be on the 14th. We're using 14th as obviously a coordination day for not only VOYR Memories, but VOYR Red. It kind of goes hand in hand, being Valentine's Day, the day of, day of love, day of red. It just kind of worked ourselves into that. And then we're using that as part of some of our marketing campaigns because it'll help us amplify that. People have asked, one other person just asked, so what about TikTok and Twitter advertising? Again, we are going to put content on those platforms. We're not going to do heavy advertising there, though. Heavily monetize and push any kind of thought-focused creative message is where we want to focus our marketing efforts in combination with the marketing plans that we built. Those content ads would never get accepted, so we'll tease it there, but they won't necessarily be the primary vehicles. Primary vehicles are going to be influencer-based marketing, targeted marketing, and social aspects where this audience lives and it's their industry content, and then it'll be done through direct marketing messaging. So that's our plan there. But it is targeted. We have great access into the industry. We have unprecedented access into the industry. And by launching, VOYR Red with a nonprofit effort to help fund a very needed resource for the industry, we're going to get a lot of attention. And the one thing that we know from talking with everybody across this industry is that if you can help the industry do something, or you can show revenue to the industry in a way that they haven't monetized before, you're going to win those eyeballs. And so that's where we're going, right? Well, folks, I appreciate you tuning in. Again, I wish I would have had the rest of the team here. Ma, thank you for turning in while you're on vacation. I know on behalf of Enrique and Brandon and the rest of our team, that's working hard behind the scenes. We want to thank you for A, being users, B, continue to support. Please don't stop telling people about VOYR. We too to continue to get users on a daily basis on the platform, but we need more active daily users and more active content. As we launch 2.0, we are obviously going to go full bore on that because live streaming and video, is a big draw for a lot of people. So, one last question that came in: influencers based on what platform? So influencers are going to be driven based on 3 platforms, right? One is obviously the adult content platforms they're on. So that would be the OnlyFans, Fansly, and FanCentro and other places that they push content. The second area is going to be based on areas. Second area will be based on the platforms where they have social presence. So a lot of these actors and actresses have a footprint on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and so they'll push out more vanilla messaging there. And then the third area is directly into mailings and access that we have for the inside of the industry. There are some mailing lists that we have access to where there's a few 100,000 people on those, and we can push direct messaging and advertising into those platforms. So those are the 3 areas that we're going to go at. But the influencer side of it will be incentivized by having them have their own referral code. And that referral code allow them to drive people back into the platform, and it's tagged to them. So if it was referred by one of the actors or actresses, they would have that account tied to them, and they get some incentives on the backside of that with their ambassador program. That's how it works. All right. Well, I want to say thank you again. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Obviously, I have some calls coming in. We still have development that's actively working, and that's a developer that was calling me. So I'm going to jump back in with them. Again, if you want to get any updates, check into the Discord groups. We're going to push out notifications. And then as we launch VOYR Card later today and the soft launch of VOYR Memories on Monday, we'll share those links in Discord. So please come in, try it, be on it, give us your feedback. And we can't wait. It's going to be an exciting month for VOYR. So Thank you for tuning in. We'll have a next update via AMA 1 week from today on next Sunday. Have a great way, everybody. Thank you so much.